Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
And in today's unit, we're talking about an animal or animals in general. Of course, animal is singular and animals is plural. But in this particular case, we're talking about pictures of animals, which we see a lot online, right? People post cute pictures of cats and bears and dogs or whatever, or videos of them doing silly things. But now we have something called the Wildlife Photography Awards, or more specifically, the Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards. Interesting category.
I'll confess, I was watching animal videos late last night, and they're short. They're called viral videos. If something's popular, it goes viral. These are really cute, and they're just like, not even a minute long, and they're just fun to watch. Some are funny. The one that really got me, though, was the elephant that's rescued in India. You've probably seen it. It's been around for a while. And what do you call the hoe?
Yeah.
It's
a steam shovel or whatever it is.
No, it's a hoe, a backhoe. Backhoe that digs up dirt. Well, the operator had been digging this big hole, and a small baby elephant, not too small, they're probably kind of big, he'd fallen and he couldn't get up.
Oh, no.
He couldn't get up out of that hole. And this backhoe operator put that little part of the backhoe under his hind legs and kind of pushed him up. And then that little elephant came back to give him a thanks.
Isn't that sweet?
I love those things.
That's sweet, but it's not really funny.
There are lots of funny ones, too.
Indeed, and that's what we're talking about today. Comedy photographs, funny pictures of animals, and they actually have awards for the best comedic photograph of an animal in a certain kind of situation. Let's find out what this is all about. Now, everybody, let's listen to the entire article read from top to bottom. Have you ever been amused by humorous photos of animals? A kangaroo holding an air guitar won the 2023 Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards for its funny appearance. This competition draws photographers from all over the world who capture the most natural and adorable moments of wildlife in their work. Founded in 2015 by Paul Joinson Hicks, the Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards have a noble goal to use genuine photographs to remind the public of the importance of wildlife and environmental conservation. Moreover, it encourages viewers to consider the significance of coming together with nature while enjoying a laugh. This award has become an important annual event in the photography community, receiving plenty of submissions from across the globe and attracting significant media attention. Every year, Paul's team donates 10% of its net income to support conservation organizations that deserve attention. This year, it will present a portion of the funds to the Whitney Fund for Nature, WFN, to support its efforts in natural resource conservation. Through its partnership with organizations, the Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards remind us of the shared responsibility to protect the environment. Last but not least, this collaboration provides numerous opportunities for everyone to pitch in and make a lasting and positive effect on our planet.
Okay, guys, let's dive in. So this is a photography award. So it's a group that's gotten together and decided, they want to hand out awards to some really funny photographs of animals in the wild. So that's an important part of all of this. They want us to remember animals that live in the wild, and also wildlife includes plants. So don't forget that. So you'll often see this phrase flora and fauna. Flora actually is spelled F-L-O-R-A. Fauna is F-A-U-N-A. It refers to wildlife in general, the animals and the plants, and that's wildlife. So these photography awards are actually meant to bring attention, but also to make people laugh, bring joy. Love that. Conservation, what's that, Tom?
That's when you are concerned about the environment and you want to protect the environment. So people who work to preserve forests, for example, are often called conservationists. They do research, they collect samples, and they try to save forests or other natural resources like water or whatever. So yeah, we're bringing humor, joy together with conservation, and hopefully they can help each other out. Now, have you ever been amused by humorous photos of animals? Yes, I think we all have. They're all over the internet. I think one that I saw years ago was of a cat pushing another cat down a ladder or something like that. That was a really mean thing to do, but that's what happened.
That's what cats do.
Yeah, they're sneaky little creatures.
Yes.
But yes, that was quite funny. That was humorous, and I was amused. So if you're amused by something, it just delights you. It makes you laugh.
It sure does. So those are very fun, and some animals tend to be sought out for those humorous photos more than others. Cats often are in these funny photos because of their personalities and the things they'll do to each other and even to themselves. It's kind of crazy. So we've got a kangaroo here. This is an example, a kangaroo holding an air guitar. I've seen this photo online, and it won the 2023 Comedy Wildlife Photography Award. This is just one of them for its funny appearance. Now, an air guitar, in case you don't know what that is, it's not a real guitar. It's someone who's pretending with their hands and their arms and their movement to pretend to play the guitar. And we would often do this growing up. We'd listen to, some famous rock band, and we'd be pretending we're playing that guitar. I think it's called a lick, L-I-C-K, a lick.
It would be like a solo.
It's a solo, and it's really hard, right? So they've got good guitarists in some of these bands. Well, here is a kangaroo holding an air guitar. So what it looks like is the way he's got his hands. Do you call them hands or paws? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a marsupial animal from Australia, so I don't know the terms for their hands.
Yeah,
or
probably
paws.
they're probably paws, but
or hoofs, maybe.
Hoofs, I don't know. Kangaroos are not friendly. Be careful if you're around them. But he looks like he's literally playing an air guitar. And it is funny. I laughed. I thought it was really cute.
And it won the award. If you're talking about something that is funny, we're talking about comedy. You could use that to describe certain kinds of films. What's your favorite type of film? Oh, I like comedies. I like funny movies. I've worked all hard all week, so I want to go see something funny. I don't want to see a serious drama. And so comedy has to do with making people laugh. Somebody who makes people laugh is oftentimes called a comedian. And wildlife, of course, as you explained before, just refers to plants and animals that live in the wild. They're not tame. And this award, of course, was given because of the funny appearance of that kangaroo holding an air guitar. Now, this competition draws photographers from all over the world who capture the most natural and adorable moments of wildlife in their work. So we do have photographers working all over the world. Professional photographers, yes, but maybe even amateur photographers who are taking pictures of their pets or something, or maybe the neighbor's cows or something like that. And they just happen to take a picture that's really funny, and then they submit these photographs.
But that has to be wildlife. It's a cow.
All right.
And someone owes him. That's domestic.
Unless it's a wild cow or maybe a wild turkey or something like that.
Yeah, it's got to be wild, guys.
Yes, they submit these photographs to this contest. And if something's adorable, it's lovable. You look at it and you go, oh, that's so adorable. It's so cute. That new outfit your daughter is wearing is so adorable. She looks so adorable in that cute little outfit.
I wanted to mention, as we were starting, Tom actually used comedy in a different form. He said comedic. And we use that too. So keep your ears peeled for that variation. That's, of course, the adjective form, comedic. He's a comedic writer. Of a friend who works out in Hollywood, and he only writes for comedy shows. So he's a comedic writer. So, yeah, they're looking for funny animals out in the wild. It can't be domestic. It has to be in the wild. So I guess you have to get out there into nature, people, and see what you can find. Let's talk about the group that's actually giving out these awards. They were founded, the awards were, in 2015 by someone named Paul Joinson Hicks. The Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards have a noble goal. It says noble means something that you can look up to. It's worth mentioning. Maybe it's something having to do with someone's principles or ideals. It's noble. So what's their noble goal? I think we mentioned it. They want to use genuine or real photos to remind the public of the importance of wildlife and environmental conservation, taking care of our beautiful earth and also wildlife, not just animals, but plants out there too. If you remind someone of something, we use it in lots of different ways. You could be trying to help them remember something important coming up. Maybe your mom reminds you to take your homework as you're going out the door to school. Or maybe someone reminds you of a past friend. They kind of look the same, or maybe their gestures or their personalities are similar. Someone can remind you of someone else, or they can just remind you of something. I know when I was growing up, it was my mom who was always reminding us of some appointment we had or something that we had to do after school so we wouldn't forget. That's what moms do really well.
Yep, you can remind someone of something, or you can remind somebody to do something.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me to do my homework. I almost forgot. I'd get in trouble if I didn't do it. And so, again, people are being reminded of the importance of wildlife conservation and environmental issues. Now, the next sentence says, moreover, or in addition, it encourages viewers to consider the significance of coming together with nature while enjoying a laugh. So if we have significance, that means we have importance. Something is worthy of attention, okay? So, for example, maybe we could say that, hey, the politician's speech had some significance. We should have listened to it. It wasn't just a bunch of hot air.
Well, someone who never, ever gives you hot air is our Chinese teacher. Let's listen now, and then we'll be back.
听众朋友大家好，我是 Anna。大家今天翻开杂志的时候，有没有特别觉得很开心呢？看看这些照片，是不是觉得很好笑 ？OK 啊，这是我们的动物搞笑大 PK 哦。可是其实不是纯搞笑啦，是要用镜头来唤醒我们大家的保育意识。所以这个文章其实很有趣，但是它其实也有一些教育意义哦。可是我们文章啊设计成克漏字，那我们今天会特别针对第2题跟第3题多做一些讲解。好，回过头来看一下文章啊，我们就先用一个比较高层的这个角度啊观点来看一下。其实这边的文分3段哦，第一段大概就是借由这个问题，就是我们看到的这一些幽默照片，唤起大家对于动物摄影奖这个关注。但是其实在第2段就会介绍一下为什么会有这个动物摄影奖，那它的目的是什么。好，那在第1段这个地方我们要特别注意第3句哦。第3句这边当然有包含我们第1题的题目，根据上下文的话，答案选这个 D 的 capture。可是如果你要看懂句子的前提之下，才可以选得出这个 D capture 捕捉的答案。因为其实这里的第1段第3句啊，它有一个限定用法的关系子句。当我们看到 who 的时候， who 的前面应该就会是它的先行词。可是 who 怎么可能会代替 the world 全世界呢？在这里 from all over the world 指的是地方，所以这一句话当中的先行词，其实它的先行词有点长哦。它其实真正的关键是 photographers 摄影师。哪里的摄影师呢？ From all over the world 是全世界的摄影师。好，那这个摄影师呢 who 到句尾就可以左右括号了。也就是说呢，全世界只要是可以捕捉到最自然或者是最珍贵的这一些时刻的，都可以来参加哦。那接着我们刚刚说啊，第2段就讨论到说，为什么会有这个搞笑野生动物摄影奖呢？它一开始的历史跟它的目的是为了什么？原来当时啊是在2015年的时候创立的。不过我们刚刚说这边的第2题，也就是第2段第1句，我们要特别来讲解一下的原因，是因为当我们看到第2题几个选项，我们整个快要头昏，有没有 ？Finding, founding, found， find, found， 到底这几个字是如何啊？我们先回顾2个动词。第一个动词啊，是我们国中时候就学过的 find， 发现啊，或者是找到。那它的过去式跟过去分词都是 found， F-O-U-N-D。所以我们以前国中在背那个3态有没有？不是会说 find, found, found。可是上了高中之后啊，我们之后阅读更多会发现 found 这个字 F-O-U-N-D 本身也可以当成一个动词，它就有建立、建设、创立的意思。而它的动词变化是规则直接加 ed， 也就是过去式跟过去分词都是直接加 ed， 它的3态就变成 found, founded。好，所以第二题会发现它其实会有两个动词不同的意思。可我们这里的话呢，在第二段第一句，其实要讲的是由谁在什么时候创立的，当然是被创立、被创建，所以应该会选择 found 这个动词，而且会用被创立、被创建的所谓的过去分词。所以这一题先根据意义，我们选一个第二的 C。那为什么不能选 B 呢？因为这时候又回过头来看，本身这句话其实它是个分词构句，这里的创建、创立后面已经有出现 by Paul by someone， 所以它一定是个被动。一个组织、一个机构或一个比赛是被谁给创立的，它本身就是一个被动式，所以答案一定会选 C。那我们说的这个分词构句其实就是逗点之后缺少了连接词这个概念，所以直接会用分词，不管是 ED 啦，或者是 ING 啦，也就是过去分词或现在分词来开头。那接下来我们还是要看一下这一段的第二句哦。第二句这边出现了第三题，这边也要特别的提一下，因为在这里的第二题，我们3这个答案呢 A 的 except 是个介系词，就是排除什么在外，排除后面的东西，它是个介系词。B 的 while 的话呢，通常可以当成连接词，也就是 when 表时间的意思，但它如果当连接词也可以表示前后的子句状况是对比的，然而如何如何。C 的 unlike 是一个介系词，就是不像什么什么，而 D 的 unless， 这个 unless 除非呢则是个连接词，除非有什么样的情况，我们常会说它就是一个 if 条件 not 的状况。所以这题其实考了2个层次哦，除了文意还有所谓的文法。那回过去看到我们3之后，发现是一个动词 ing enjoying a laugh， 你一定很想选 A 或者是 C， 对不对？可是这时候你会发现文意都不通所以其实只能选 B， 就是当 viewers， 当同样这句话，当观众在享受这个开心的这个欢笑的时刻。那有这种用法吗？有其实这里有一点深度哦，其实它是一个连接词 while 保留的分词构句。那这时候呢，就表示作者当他在写这个句子的时候，他担心如果这个 while 连接词没有留着的时候，读者不晓得到底是表示原因 because， 还是时间，还是条件 if， 还是让步的 although， 所以第3题答案选 B。We're
going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. We're talking about photography awards that bring joy and help people or remind people of conservation and our environment.And just doing our best to keep our earth as beautiful and preserved as long as we can because it's getting awfully dirty out there, I've noticed. So we talked about what these awards are about. They're supposed to be humorous or funny. These are pretty funny. I think I saw the one mentioned in the first paragraph, the kangaroo. I didn't know it won an award. I was just looking at this funny picture of a kangaroo that was going viral online, so I saw it. Anyway, these are Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards. You got to be out there in the wild. You can't be taking pictures of your own pets at home or your neighbor's pets, or even go to a farm because those are domesticated animals. Got to go out there in the wild.
I wonder if stray cats or stray dogs would count as wildlife, but you'll have to actually talk to this company to find out if such a photograph can be submitted. But again, this reminds us of the importance or the significance of coming together with nature, and we can enjoy a laugh at the same time. I don't think these animals are trying to get people to laugh on purpose. I think we just happen to catch them in an interesting pose that looks kind of funny.
To us, yeah.
Yes, and now this award has become an important annual event in the photography community. It happens every year. It's annual. It's receiving plenty of submissions from across the globe, and it's attracting significant media attention. So plenty of just means a large amount of something. A submission is something you give to somebody because they've requested it or you need to turn that thing over, like your submission for your college application, for example. You'll make the submission by letter, or they may require you to make your submission by email or by an actual physical letter or something like that. And the verb is to submit, and I did use that word earlier in our lesson. To submit, again, means to give something over to join a contest or something like that.
I was reading this earlier and I thought, this would be a fun job. You would be getting all of these hilarious pictures sent in the mail or however people submit them and just be laughing all day. I think that would be so fun. It would relieve a lot of stress out there. I've been looking around at jobs that just would be funny, so you could laugh more. So this would be something you might want to look into just to bring a little bit more joy into your life. And as Tom said, it also has a dual purpose. These awards do. Dual means two. So it brings joy to people and they laugh. It also reminds people about our wildlife and taking care of our planet Earth. So moving on to the third paragraph, it says every year, Paul's team, remember Paul is the one who actually founded these awards back in 2015. His team donates 10% of its net income to support conservation organizations that deserve attention. So they actually put their money where their mouth is. Some people will say, oh, I believe in this and I think we should do this, but they never, ever donate time or money to that cause, that thing they're talking about. Here, they're donating 10% of their net income. Net income is different than gross income, right? GROSS. Gross income is all the money that a company or an individual makes before you pay all your expenses, pay your taxes, pay interest, all that stuff. So the net is what you're left with, and we call that profit. So they're donating 10% of their profit to other good organizations that they believe are helping to conserve the planet, that their focus is conservation, which is great.
Okay, and this year it will present a portion of the funds to the Whitney Fund for Nature, or WFN for short, to support its efforts in natural resource conservation. So they're going to specifically present this amount of money to this organization. It's a portion of these funds. Okay, a fund or funds basically refers to an amount of money that is gathered together for a specific purpose. Okay, so of course, sometimes you're looking for funding for a certain project, for example. You need to get some funds from government organizations or from private individuals or whatever. They give you funds, they give you money so that you can do what you want to do.
For example, you might be a new parent and you're worried about how expensive university is getting these days. You might have a college fund or a university fund for your young children and start saving in there so that they'll have money to go to college when they're old enough. Yeah, so funds, not fun, F-U-N, funds, where we're talking about money. You can have different kinds of funds for different types of goals and purposes. There's no limit there. So this year, the lucky organization that's going to be getting a portion of their funds, a portion of their profit, is the Whitney Fund, as Tom said, for Nature, WFN, and it's going to help support them in their goals. Through its partnership with organizations, the Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards remind us of the shared responsibility to protect the environment. Yeah, we all have to work with this on this goal together because if just a couple people care or even 10% of the people on Earth care, our Earth isn't going to last very many more generations. It's already getting very dirty if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, all that plastic out there, it's even ending up in the bottom of the ocean now. So that's just one aspect of wildlife preservation or conservation or whatever. So indeed, this is just helping out a little bit. Of course, we need to make other efforts as well. But this does serve as a reminder to people that, hey, the natural environment is a lot of fun. It's cool. So we need to preserve these funny kangaroos or wallabies or whatever. And we should really continue with the Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards. We're reminded of that importance or of that significance. We need to take responsibility to protect the environment.
Oh, yeah. Do you know, I always think of environmental protectionism and conservation as more of keeping the earth itself clean and whole. But it's the animals, too. We got to take care of those animals out there. I'm afraid that we still have a lot of poachers. Those are hunters that go after animals because they're valuable on the market. Maybe it's the tusks on an elephant. I saw a video this morning. I love animal videos of an old elephant who weighed, what did they say? How many kilograms? He was huge. It was like 8,000 kilograms. He was huge. And his tusks, he was so old, his tusks had grown so long that I thought, oh, he's a lucky elephant out there. No one got to him.
Poachers are going to love that.
No.
I wonder if it's okay to collect ivory from elephants that have already died. Is that ethical?
I think it's illegal even here, Tom.
Okay.
To buy something made of ivory. And that was a big substance to make things out of because it's so beautiful. But don't quote me, guys, which means I'm not quite sure. Go look that up. But I think it's illegal even to sell things made out of ivory. We want to protect our elephants. We need them for sure. So last but not least, this is the last sentence actually. This collaboration provides numerous opportunities for everyone to pitch in and make a lasting and positive effect on our planet. So a collaboration is when people get together on a project or something they want to accomplish and they work together on it. They're not working separately. They're collaborating. They're joining forces. What does it mean to pitch in, Tom? That's a phrase we use quite often.
To contribute, basically, to do your part, to make sure something can happen. So everybody needs to do their part, to pitch in, to contribute, to help out. And we want to make a lasting and positive effect on our planet. Yes, indeed, we want to save the animals. We don't want to kill them all, but we also want to preserve their habitats and, reduce deforestation and things like that. So it is important to be reminded of that. And we'll have a little chuckle at the same time, a little bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to the end of our explanation for today, but we still need to hear from our Chinese teacher one more time. Take it away.
那接着我们就来看一下第3段咯，最后一段。那最后一段它基本上呢，文章的大意就是在讲说，当时这个搞笑野生动物的摄影奖，其实它的目的就是希望大家能够去思考跟大自然融合的这种野生动物的重要性。所以后来呢，在第3段我们提到啊，其实 Paul 他整个团队每年都会把营收的捐献捐赠给保育组织。所以最后面呢，我们后来就看到了一个，请注意一下，在第3句的地方，第3段的第3句哦，这个第5题里面虽然我们知道从上下文的文意可以推断 A 的 partnership 跟某人来合作合伙这件事情，但是 C 的这个选项我们也稍微看一下， C 选项的 championship 我们说冠军，但是 champion 本身也是冠军，那这2个字我们稍微做个字变哦。如果我们说 championship 指的是这个奖项或者是头衔，冠军的奖项或头衔，如果把 ship 摘掉之后， champion 则指的是得冠军的那一个人，就是那个得冠军的人叫做 champion。 这个时候呢要搞清楚啦。那最后面的第3段当然就会想到这个捐赠啊，所以我们大家要努力保育啊。不过说真的，这个环境保育真的很重要，不过大家也可以发挥一些创意，或许可以用新方法来唤起大家的行动哦。以上是我们今天的内容，我是安娜，我们下次见。
That's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining us. And if you have some extra time, follow us on Facebook. We're right there, AMC, for more English tips and helps. And we hope you'll join us for our next program. For English Digest, I'm Stephanie.
I'm Tom. Goodbye.
Bye.